When we first came to Liverpool, I said I wanted to win trophies. That's what drew me back to a club who had fallen from the top, and now we have a chance to win our first major piece of silverware on the way back to the top of the summit. Today is the League Cup final, so let's go out there and get ourselves a trophy. Hello and welcome back to Unemployed to Legends Club 4 episode 6 with Liverpool. My name is Craig and coming up on today's episode, as mentioned in the intro, it is the League Cup final. We finally get the game against Watford, which should have been Friday's episode, but for some reason, in fact I know what the reason is, the game got rescheduled because of FA Cup commitments, which we ended up bowing out of anyway. Regardless, we finally arrived at the game, and since you were last with me, we've only had one match, which was away at Manchester City. 2-2 draw away, which is pretty respectable, all things given, considering that Erling Haaland is being Erling Haaland. What that draw does do for us, though, is it keeps us top of the league now that we've played the same amount of games as Manchester United. We're currently 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League. Manchester City do still have that game in hand, but they're about 11 points behind us. So even with a win, they will go 8 points behind, but it's looking, thankfully, more likely we will be in the Champions League for next season, which is absolutely needed for Liverpool, because one thing I haven't shown you is the finances. We may be in the reds, but I get we're going to be getting Premier League money, broadcast revenue, etc., etc., plus a whole load of sponsorships, which is worth, I'm going to guess, that's more than £100 million. So realistically, we should be fine for finances, but we are currently paying Champions League wages on Europa League money, which is not ideal for this club. Now, for today's game, before we get into the team that we're going to send out, we are playing Watford, who I think I've mentioned before, but they are currently the holders of the League Cup. Like, they won it last season, which is why they're actually still in the Europa Conference League, which they are into the quarter-finals of. Yep, they beat Debrecen. Where are they from? They're from Hungary, fair enough. So they're into the quarterfinals of the Europa Conference League, just like we're into the Europa League quarterfinals. But in Europe and in the Cups, they're still pretty formidable. I think they're into the FA Cup quarterfinals as well against Brentford. But in the league, they're pretty shocking. 7 defeats from 8 games. So I'm a little bit baffled as to which team is actually going to be showing up. Probably the Cup team, so we need to be our absolute best in order to get past them. They did lose to us in the league actually last month as well, so we've kind of contributed to that form. But I'm hoping that the team we're going to send out is strong enough. It should be strong enough, hopefully, to see off Watford and land us our first trophy since we've arrived at Liverpool, and my first trophy since the Swansea uni days. God, that was so long ago. It really was long ago. So this is going to be the 11 that we're going to send out. Suarez is in goal. A back four: Silva, Borja, Becerra and Alexander-Arnold, with Stingel at the base of the midfield, Lavia and Ferrer ahead of him. Anderson Luiz is the attacking midfielder because he's been in good form there recently and feels a bit more natural there than as a striker. So CDK will be on the bench for this one. And Luis Carlos and Tobar are the two main men up front. I've just told the boys for them to go out there and prove that they are winners. And I believe that they are. We've got this far in the season. Let's just see if we can take it the next step, which of course is winning a trophy. I honestly do believe, as Wembley looks like a full house, honestly do believe that if we win one trophy, it will help us win quite a few more. It will give us that taste of winning, which is what I want. It's what I want my players to want. Oh God, we should be on positive. I don't know why we're on balanced. We should be on positive, going forward and trying to put away the ball in the back of the net. That's exactly what I want, as already Watford have got themselves an injury. Good. But so far it's been about half an hour and absolutely zero highlights, as a few of our players are starting to tire. I'm hoping a lot of Watford's players will start tiring long before us. But as it stands, we're going into half time and nothing, not even a highlight. Riveting final that we have here. But yeah, this is a midweek game, which is kind of odd for a cup final. Well, certainly the League Cup final. It should have taken place at the beginning of this month. But instead, absolutely nothing. as Axel Ferrer has just picked up an injury and absolutely nothing has been happening so far. It's probably the right time to make some changes. Infantino, or you know what, Samuel Vicky is going to come on there. Lavia is looking very, very tired as well. So Infantino is also going to come on. Midfield gets a bit of a shake-up. Let's just see if that will help us carve out some chances, because my goodness, we've had 60 minutes. Here we go, first highlight. We've got a corner, and there is Stingel, but the ball was cleared as far as Anderson Luiz. Just lost the ball, but Anderson Luiz, he's trying to win it back. Oh, he's won it back, and Luis Carlos might be offside. I'm not going to get too happy just yet. It's a goal! First highlight of the game, and we have ourselves a goal. Luis Carlos with his 18th goal of the season. It's his first cup goal all season, because half of these players have not played in the Carabao Cup, obviously. The only reason they are today is because it's a final. We got a chance of a trophy. Was this not? So why not? Luis Carlos was behind the ball. That's why he wasn't offside. Excellent stuff. As a couple more players are starting to get tired, Anderson Luiz is getting more tired now, which is fine because we've got De Catalare on the bench. Becerra is tired as well, so Konate is going to come on. I mean, not everybody can come off. That's a bit of a problem. So we're just going to have to try and manage the conditioning of some of these players. TAA with the throw-in. Ball is played in, only cleared back to Infantino. Ricky, Stingel. Don't have a pile driver from there, man. Carlos is stuck another one in the back of the net, so I'm sure he was onside for this one. I say that, the last time he scored, I thought he was off. 2-0. Relief. I know I should have more faith. The initial shot was blocked by CDK. I know I should have more faith in this team, but considering I've lost about 3 cup finals before this, 2 of them in Wales and 1 in Scotland, I just want to get a trophy on the board. So excuse me for feeling a bit relieved if we're able to win this one. But right about now, I just want us to see this out, as Ricky just about keeps hold of the ball. Alexander-Arnold. The ball has just been lost. Do you know what? We're going to drop back to balance. There's no point risking it all. Stingel just about keeps the ball. Luis Carlos is just denied. He's on a hat-trick, actually. I think he would be definitely one of those players who deserve a hat-trick if he can. Silva. Just a poor ball by Silva, and Suarez, just clear the ball, man. Thank you very much. That's fine. No need to do anything stupid, and we just do something stupid. And oh god, they've just got themselves a goal back. Although, possibility of offside? I say that. How many times have we possibly been offside? Oh god, it's now 2-1. I told you this Watford team is a different prospect from the league side that we've been facing. Oh, we have a highlight. I wanted to make a substitution. TAA gets the ball to Bar. They started pressing us a bit more, have Watford. I haven't even seen if they've made substitutions going forward. And there is CDK. Oh, what a goal. And that will hopefully seal us a trophy. What a great finish by CDK. The man who's signed for £150 million might possibly have just sealed us our first trophy of the season. And I say first trophy of the season. Very good finish. I say first trophy of the season. We're still in the hunt for the Premier League title and the Europa League. If we could add those this season, I will be ecstatic. Right. TAA is going to come off. I think that's the last substitution we can actually do. Let's just make a couple of game management changes here. Confirm, please. Thank you very much. My gosh. What else? All of this. Just lower the defence. Yes, I am still doing all this. It's a cup final. Do you blame me? Oh, we still got a highlight. So with 3 minutes to go. CDK. Just keep the ball. Just pass it around. Just do whatever. Just keep it. That's fine. Into a bit of space. Amaral. Nearly forgetting his name. Poor guy. Key for us this season so far. Amaral into Ricky. Just play it in. There's Tobar, and that's 4. That's game done. Trophy in the bag. That's the first one this season, and I am a relieved man. Ooh. I'm also a man who's very, very happy. I've only won 2 trophies, both of them leagues. So first cup of the save. Double thumbs up from me. The suit has definitely worked today. And now we just need the final whistle just to confirm everything. And we're going to see ourselves a nice trophy lift. Oh, this feels so good to see. Season 9, only our 3rd trophy of the entire series, but it's one that I figured if we were going to go far in this tournament, then we may as well just go all in, and we absolutely have. Hopefully the first of many trophies. Liverpool are your Carabao Cup champions, if you can just lift it. Ooh, way! Oh, the confetti rains down at Wembley. Fantastic stuff. There's me in my bright green suit. Oh gosh, I don't even blend into the grass. I'm just literally bright lime green. Anyone doing a cartwheel? Yes. I don't know who number 22 is actually. I really should know. We get the cartwheel, the lap of honour with the trophy. One competition in the bag. Well done on winning a trophy. That's it. We've got our first taste of success on the way back to the top for Liverpool. I mean, it gives us obviously European football for next season, but we obviously want the Champions League. And that's what we're going to be focusing on now. Premier League and, of course, the Europa League now for the rest of the season. Next episode, we will be back for at least one of the 2 legs of the Europa League quarterfinals. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button for winning a trophy. That's the least that this video truly deserves. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for your support on the series so far, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode.